Welcome back to Geology Watch. In the last 24 hours, on the mountain highways of Southern California, a terrifying scene has unfolded. A powerful tropical storm spinning off the coast of Mexico has funneled a deep plume of moisture into the region, unleashing flash floods. But this isn't a normal flood. On Interstate 15 and on the winding canyon roads of the San Bernardino Mountains, the rain has triggered something else. News helicopters are showing drivers trapped, roads washed away, and a thick black slurry of rock, ash, and debris swallowing cars. The headlines are calling it a terrible, fast mudslide. But this is not a mudslide. This is a debris flow. And it's not just a natural disaster. It's the second, more deadly chapter of a catastrophe that began last year. Before we explore the details of this developing situation, if you find these geological insights critical, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to Geology Watch. To understand what is happening in California today, you must first understand the difference between a mudslide and a debris flow. A mudslide is soil that has become saturated with water, collapsing under its own weight. It's often slow-moving. A debris flow is a different beast entirely. It is a fast-moving, concrete-like slurry of water, ash, soil, rock, and burned vegetation. Debris flows are not just soil and water, they are liquefied landslide. They can move at speeds of 50 miles per hour, 80 kilometers per hour, destroying everything in their path. They don't just bury homes, they can carry boulders the size of cars and knock houses off their foundations. What we are seeing on the news today is a debris flow. And the trigger is the storm that is currently battering the coast, a remnant of Tropical Storm Javier. This system is acting like a massive fire hose, pulling a deep atmospheric river of moisture from the tropics and aiming it directly at the mountains of Southern California, causing rainfall rates of over an inch per hour. But the rain is just the trigger. The real weapon was the ground itself. The immediate question scientists and first responders had was why this rain, while heavy, was causing such an extreme and rapid response. The answer was found not in the storm, but in the scars of the 2024 fire season. The San Bernardino and San Gabriel Mountains, the steep ranges that tower over the Los Angeles basin, were devastated by wildfires last year. Hundreds of thousands of acres were burned in what was one of the most destructive fire seasons on record. These fires left behind a hidden geological time bomb. As the fires raged, they didn't just burn the trees and brush on the surface. The intense heat, often exceeding 1,000 degrees, baked the soil beneath. This heat vaporized the waxy, oily resins in the plants and litter on the forest floor. These gases were forced down into the soil, and as the ground cooled, the gases condensed and coated the soil particles in a waxy, water-repellent film. This process creates a condition known to geologists as hydrophobic soil. This baked, waxy layer, which can be several inches thick, makes the ground behave not like a sponge, but like a sheet of Teflon. It cannot absorb water. This is the first critical element of the disaster. The second element is the loss of vegetation. The fires burned away every shrub, tree, and root system that would normally anchor the soil and slow down the rain. The ground is now bare, loose, and covered in millions of tons of ash, soot, and burned fire-weakened rock. So, when the intense tropical rain from this storm hits this hydrophobic burn scar, the ground does not get saturated. It is instantly repelled. The water, with nowhere to go, immediately begins to run off the surface just as it would on pavement. This runoff, moving at high speed, gathers the loose ash, soil, boulders, and burned trees. In a matter of minutes, it transforms from a flash flood into a thick, fast-moving slurry. This is the terrible fast mudslide that drivers are reporting. It is a debris flow born from fire. This isn't just a theory, it is a catastrophic and well-documented process. The most devastating modern example of this exact phenomenon occurred in 2018 in Montecito, California. Weeks after the massive Thomas Fire burned the hills above the town, a winter storm moved in. In the early morning hours, an intense downpour hit the burn scar. The hydrophobic soil repelled the water, and the steep canyons funneled the runoff. A 15-foot-high wall of mud, ash, and massive boulders, some of the size of trucks, was unleashed from the mountains. It was moving so fast that residents had no time to evacuate. The debris flow overwhelmed the town, destroying over 100 homes, damaging 400 more, and tragically killing 23 people. What is happening in the San Bernardino Mountains right now is a terrifying repeat of the same geological chain reaction. For geoscientists, this event is a stark confirmation of a compound disaster. This is the new reality of a warming climate. This isn't just a flood, it's a fire and a flood. The fires of one season are now directly setting the stage for the catastrophic debris flows of the next. The communities at the base of these mountains, often built on what are called alluvial fans, are in the direct line of fire. These fans are the natural dumping grounds for debris that has washed out of the canyons over thousands of years. The debris flows are simply following the same path. The concrete debris basins built by the county to catch these flows are being overwhelmed by the sheer volume of material. The roads and highways, which often cut across these natural drainage paths, are the first to be inundated. The event reveals Earth as a dynamic system, where one disaster compounds another. The ground, cooked by fire, is now a loaded weapon, and the rain from this tropical storm has just pulled the trigger. This is the hidden science behind the headlines. It's not just a mudslide, it's the terrifying, predictable, and unstoppable consequence of rain after fire. If this story gave you a new perspective on our planet's hidden forces, please like this video and subscribe to Geology Watch. Join us as we continue to explore the incredible forces shaping the only world we call home.